student. I'm feeling bilingual because I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life was a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Connects with jump. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And the Broncos corral it! They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts turnover.
No, they don't. So, does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Got it. Ready? Set. Mustang 19. 19 Lion. Ready?
Play action with Nix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Check go.
Nix now to throw. He lobs it deep middle. This is brought in at the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Now, dude, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game.
It's a Denver touchdown! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off with perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Pass to the left. Ready.
Now come out throwing. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Go! Warriors 70s.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready.
Nicks off the play action. Into the hands of Dulcich. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Has him on the quick hitter. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's go.
Nicks with it on 1st. Buying some time right. The ball's out, he lost it. And it's picked out by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, if he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Now on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, he'll look to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So before they can set up for an... Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Let's go now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Returns looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Buying some time left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18, come 19, come 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos now lead by 10. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass complete to Gibbs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let go.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll throw it yet again. Completed to his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Ready?
Pass play now. Throw caught at the 6. And in, touchdown New York. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Stephanie, go!
Here's the handoff. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he crushed those tackles.
And this one does not go far. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41.
Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hut, hut.
Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Throwing here, Nix. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down.
Let's go
and
now.
Nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Lion. Check go.
Throwing on first down, Nix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Here we go.
Throwing from the gun here. This is complete to Neighbors. before going down. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing now from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Trying for a touchdown here. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a New York touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Back to throw it. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Go!
Nix with it on 1st. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Set! Get up!
Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Nix to throw. Doncic hauls it in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They go play action here. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Broncos will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts in too many possessions.
And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Shut up.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it deep downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They'll send him up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Third and goal, here's Nix. Chased out to his right. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Gibbs. Across the 45 and still going. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down. Looking to the air here. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it inside the 10. He has the New York touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set.
Nix off the play action. Headed out right. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Come on. Set.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Into the hands of Dulcin. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Here's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down. Oh no, they get him yet again. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants take over on his 5th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the... Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Get up.
They'll throw it. He's on the move. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Pass play coming here. Neighbors with the catch. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's go.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
That one's complete, right side. Offense in the hurry up here. Gibbs now from the gun. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throwing from the gun. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New York. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Set, go.
Play action with Nix. Pass complete to Dulcich. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36.
Buffalo 18. Here we go, set.
Nix from the gun. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards.
Okay, ready?
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
18 Cardinal, 18. Here we go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Throw left side, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Gibbs on the carry. Has a lane inside the 25. Spinning his way to the end zone. Touchdown. The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well. But let's not let the missed tackle take away from excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle, okay? I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go! Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Warrior 70. Go!
2nd and 4. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
60.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Put the body on the line for his team. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
They'll throw again. Nix escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
From the 42. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Gotta hurry this to the line. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. In all our games together, Brock, I'm trying to think, and it feels like this is a first. They had the interception, and they just gave it away to accept the penalty.
Yeah, that you don't have to think any further, Kate. That